Today is March 2nd, 2026. It is 8:59 a.m. So this morning I marked up my charts for NAS and for gold. It looks like, I marked up yesterday's, or I guess Friday's, daily high and low, which is in green here, and then I marked up Asian, London, and pre-market. And I mean, with NAS, it looks like we swept the daily low in Asian, and then in London we swept Asian lows, but we have not swept this Asian high or the daily high. It looks like we're trending down. Of course, we'll see when the market opens how things are going to play out. I know that there's going to be some news coming out that is probably really going to influence the market, especially with the bombing in Iran and everything. For gold, looks like we're having an opposite trend. Things are going up. I mean, we didn't even touch Friday's highs or lows, and London hasn't really been doing much. Although I guess the high would probably be more over here, but still not high enough to reach these Asian highs, and we haven't even gotten close to Asian lows. So we'll see how the market goes with gold as well. Something I started doing is a prediction sheet. I got this idea from my dad, actually, to just see how accurate AI is in closing prices around 24,600, which I mean, that would be a little bit higher but within range. And for gold, 5,400, which is passing these Asian and London highs. Yeah, see red folder news here. And yeah, we'll see how that influences the market. But I mean, it's Friday. There's going to be a lot of red folder news. But let's see. The one I'm mainly concerned about is this here, because that's today. Something about manufacturing. All right. Well, it's 9:02, 28 minutes until the market opens, and I got a couple of things to do in the meantime, in between. And I mean, if I get a trade today, then you'll see this video, and if I don't, then probably won't post this video. Maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. Just depends on what the market wants to do. I don't necessarily have any sort of biases. I mean, it looks like with Nasdaq, we are downtrending for the most part, as you can see here, but that's just all pre-market data, and I don't form a bias on pre-market. I just mark it up to see liquidity sweeps and things we could expect but won't. It doesn't guarantee that it will happen. Same thing for gold, except the other way. Looks like we are, we've made this high. I mean, this was a lower high here, but we also passed that here. I think we might have broken that high here. It is hard to tell because I have, no, we didn't. Okay, well, we'll see. Only time will tell. All right, so it is 12:32. Market's been open for 3 hours. So I actually didn't take any trades. This was when the market opened. I saw a fair value gap formed, and so I created that box there. I didn't see, any sort of retests into the box. So I was very hesitant to, place a trade there. I wasn't sure around here, if maybe there was going to be a reversal. I mean, this was all, 15, 20 minutes since the market opened. And I've noticed that, that first 15 to 20 minutes, it'll go one way and then it just completely flips and goes the other way. So that's why I was very hesitant to take it. But, if I had taken it, let's see, I probably would have entered around here with this green candle, and oops, and then I would have targeted Asian highs, so around here, and I would have done a 1 to 2, just because I like to try and maximize my profit as much as I can. So let's see, 50, 50.5, $500 risk. That would have been almost 10 lots. So I would have done, no, I actually would have done 9.9. And then the zone, 100.2. So I would have been around $1,000 if I had taken that trade. But like I said, I didn't take that trade because it was just too close to opening, and there wasn't enough bullish movement. Maybe if this candle was green, if it had closed green, I actually probably would have entered or even considered entering. But this is the only setup I could have gotten out of that, and I wasn't fully confident in that. But yeah, I mean, that's the only setup I saw. After an hour into the market, I decided that I wasn't going to take any trades. There was just nothing there that I was seeing. And then if I don't see anything by 10:30, then I'm logging off. Like, I'm not going to sit here all day and try and, spend all of this time just trying to target daily highs, which you very well could do. But I want to try and keep things simple and fast, and this is probably the only thing I would have considered, but I didn't take it. So that's just the little recap from Monday, March the 2nd. No trade day, but I would rather take a no trade day than a loss. Hopefully tomorrow we get something a little cleaner. This just was a little too messy, a little too up and down here, little bit of consolidation right here, which I don't like. So maybe tomorrow we'll get something better. Sometimes I feel like Mondays are a little choppy, not very clean. Well, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you took any trades today. I'd be interested to know if you took anything. If you did, what ticker did you use? What was your outcome? Feel free to share below.